Hey y'all, my name's Olivia. I'm a first year strategic communications major with emphasis in business, and I attend the Real HU, Hampton University. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my college experience. As I said, I'm a first year, so I just got done with my first semester, whoop, and yeah, it was lit. Like, going to college, it wasn't too drastic of a change. I'm a second generation, so I have family who still goes to Hampton. Shout out to them, and made things easier. Coming in, I didn't have any expectations. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be a super lit school, but I wasn't expecting it to be boring because it's an HBCU. We're like the Harvard of HBCUs. But I think anywhere you go, you gotta make the best out of it. Like, live your best life regardless of what's going on around you, and that's what I did. So why did I choose Hampton University? Let's get into that, because honestly, I didn't have like a dream college. Growing up, I just knew I was going to go to Harvard University. 4th grade, Michael Jackson came to my career fair at Frank D. Parent Elementary. For those who go there, hey y'all, I'm a former Panther, you know. I love that school. But he came in 4th grade, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going to go to Harvard. I'm going to be a lawyer. Fast forward a few years later, I took government in high school, and I did well in the class, like A or B. I think it was a B or B+. But, like, I really was just like, this is boring, like. But 10th grade, like, you're going through a lot, so, like, you know, I was thinking I was going to do hair, which I still want to get into, you know. I'm going to still get licensed. I'm going to get a cosmetology license, because why not have that under your belt, like, you know. But, yeah, so in 10th grade, I was like, nah, I'm not going to go to law school. And then, like, I had a good GPA. Clearly, I'm on scholarship. I graduated with, like, a 3.5, and I went to an IB school. Those who don't know, International Baccalaureate. And I didn't get the diploma, but I got the IBCP certificate in business, hence why I was going to do the 5-year MBA program. And so yeah, I was just like, I can't get into Harvard with the 3.505. I'm not even going to try. Like, I only applied to Hampton, and I applied to UCLA, but funny story, didn't get in. But at the same time, I did my application an hour before they were due while I was at work. So that tells you about my procrastination, you know? Don't advise that. If you're apply early, you know? I did early decision for Hampton, and I got it in December. And then I got my housing assignment in, like, January. So that's why I was really not even tripping on any other colleges, because I was like, at this point, like, Hampton is just the school that I'm going to go to. Like, I got everything I wanted. I got partial scholarship. Like, so yeah, it was just like, I wasn't really pressed. And I got there, and I ended up loving it. I don't suggest only applying to one school unless you really are adaptive to things like new settings, and you're able to make the best out of every situation. Because if I didn't like the school, I would have been SOL. Like, would have wasted my parents' money, all that. So I like it. Some people, there are pros and cons to the school, but that's like every school, you know. Like, no school is perfect. Like I said in the beginning of this video, everything is what you make it. Life is what you make it. So school is going to be what you make it. There are going to be restrictions. There's rules and guidelines in life. So, like, I'm only 18. One annoying con to this, I'm 18, right? I guess I got a curfew at home. But in college, freshmen, you're going to have a curfew for like 2 months. We didn't get off until after homecoming. Like, what? And we got off on a Thursday. Like, okay, cool, we got off, whatever. But, like, there's Q-Cab, and I gotta race home to be in my dorm at 2:30 a.m. Like, and I'm all the way in Norfolk, and I'm supposed to be back at Hampton. Like, come on now, like, that, it was just slew. Like, it was whack. But we got off curfew. But at the same time, the benefit to being on curfew is that you form a routine. Like, now you have a foundation. Now you know. Now you study. Like, you form habits and stuff like that. So you get your stuff out the way. And then we had midterms before homecoming too. So while we were on homecoming, we wasn't stressing about midterms. And also, once we got off of curfew, honestly, it was like, okay, it's whatever, you know, like, I'm not trying to be out past 11 on a weekday anyway. It's just, it comes in handy on the weekends when you're with your friends and stuff, and like, we had a 1 a.m. curfew on Friday and Saturday. Parties don't get lit till 12. What you mean? I gotta be back in my dorm at 1 a.m. Thankfully, so my campus has like these apartments right across the street, basically called the Harbors. We call them the Harbs. And that's where like parties would be like local, you know. So it wasn't too bad, but still, like, I remember one time I fell asleep at my big's house. Yo, we pulled up back to campus at 11:57. I had on some heels. I was not gonna take off my shoes and run barefoot and scratch up my feet. Like, that's just nasty to me. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. I sprinted back to my dorm. When I tell you I made it at 11:59, we got dropped off at the back gate. So I was sprinting, like, that was crazy. Like, I could not, I was just like, I'm not doing this again. But now that we off curfew, like, I could fall asleep and like get dropped off at 2 a.m. and it's not a problem. So that's how being off curfew comes in handy. The calf. Honestly, when I first got there, I was like, it's cool, it's light, like, it's nothing like your mom's home cooking, but like, it wasn't trash. But once it gets to November, it gets repetitive. You're like, okay, I've had this same routine meal for 3 months. Like, fried fish, bomb. I love the fried fish. I like to put lemons on it with some hot sauce. And me and my friends will get a side of rice, put some ranch and hot sauce, and then make our own chipotle with fish. And that's good, but you don't want to eat that every day. Pasta line, I went like a few times extra. Unnecessary, long wait, I'm hungry, not gonna wait on that. Subs, ooh, bomb, you make your own sandwiches. I like tuna melts, mustard, you know, chips. Past few weeks before break, they had the upstairs closed because you have to go upstairs to get it, and that was just annoying. So like, there are Aggie things about it. Peach cobbler, bomb. Bomb.com. That's the only dessert I'm gonna eat, and I'll eat that with my vanilla ice cream. But yeah, breakfast is bomb if you have time. I think after like 10, it's like continental, so only cereal, which sucks. What else? What else? Weekends on campus. Saturdays. Okay, so we had 12 to 2, which is like this party. It's an atrium party every Friday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. We had one 12 to 2, and they got canceled. Hopefully we get them back next semester. But that was just like, it was lit though. Like, that joint was lit. Like I said, you gotta make it lit. You feel me? Do whatever you do, be safe, be lit. Like, I was lit in that joint. And yeah, it got canceled for reasons that I'm not gonna say because they're not important. But, you know, it was just fun. The idea of it was fun. Like, that's why I had 8 a.m.s, honestly, because I planned my schedule around 12 to 2. I was like, I'm not going to have no class from 12 to 2. That's supposed to be the lit thing, you know? Anyway, Saturdays, Hollins. So, we have a gym. We have two. Okay, we have, like, an arena and a gym. So, Holland is our gym, and we would have parties in there every Saturday night. The first one, you know, first Holland is always lit. Hot. It be so hot in Holland. Like, in the wintertime, like, what do you wear? Because you cold walking to Holland, but you in that joint, like drenching. Like, do not wear makeup if you go to Holland. Like, it's not necessary. And if you do, make sure you got your bomb setting spray, anti-sweat proof, whatever you need, you know, because you're going to be sweating in there. Even if you're not dancing, it's just body heat, you know? But as you go through the year, as you matriculate, you're just like, okay, this is boring now, you know? Like, you don't really want to go anymore just because, like, it's repetitive. It's the same. Things to look forward to. Friendships. Back on that note, friendships. I've made some great friends, lifelong friends. And people try to say, like, the friends that you make in freshman year won't be friends, you won't be friends with them next year, but that's false, in my opinion. I haven't gotten to next year yet, but I just feel like you know when you gained a true friendship, and you know when you gained a falsy friendship. Like, yeah, there may be some people that I'm barely cool with now. Like, Not because of no beef, but just because we really don't talk. Like, you're pretty, I'm pretty. Okay, hey, you're pretty. That's as far as we're gonna get. But I've made some great friends, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for us. We're like a little trio. I love it. Samira, Morgan, hey y'all. And people in my dorm, like, I feel like I have so many people shout out. Shout out BC Sweets, how about that? Because, you know, it's all y'all. Especially my hall. I love them. It's like, we lit. Yo, we're really lit. I'm gonna introduce them in some of my next videos, you know. I'll probably do a dorm chats or something like that. Something really cool. But yeah, that's Hampton so far. I enjoyed it. I've made the most out of it. I haven't had any real downs. Like, I mean, we all have our downs, you know, little slip-ups freshman year. Yeah, don't be embarrassed. Be careful, like, your reputation precedes you, you know, like, don't be that girl or that boy, you know, like, just be cautious and be strategic in the moves that you make, you feel me, like, be low-key, especially if you're thinking about doing anything, like, just be low-key, because you don't want to have a name for yourself, and you're not really that person. You don't want to be remembered for that one mess up, you know, and that's for anything in life. Girl, be nice. Like, people try to be petty and stuff. Competition is not needed. We can compete with these grades, baby, but other than that, like, I'm not competing with nobody. Sorry, not doing it. Like, this is not high school. I'm grown. I'm 18 and I'm grown. It's like, nah, I ain't grown yet. But, you know, I'm on my way there, and, like, the little stuff, it just does not need to get in the way. You're not going to get in the way. I'm not going to allow you to, period. And if you have that mentality, you'll make it. Like, tips going into your freshman year, don't focus on small things, and don't get caught up in relationships, friendships, none of that, because honestly, whoa, major tip, do not, like, I mean, you can, but, like, I advise against, like, trying to have a relationship with upperclassmen. Unless they serious about, like, you can tell when somebody's serious and when they're not serious, you know, and sometimes people be trying to play you, but, like, or sometimes you're the finesser. Don't be finessing these people. Like, don't, like, I don't mean do you, like, by all means, I don't got nothing against it, you feel me, but just be strategic about your moves, for real, because, like, you don't want to be talked about. You see how my face? You don't want to be talked about, and you don't want to be that girl, that boy. So, move smart. And if you go mess with somebody, an upperclassman, just remember, especially if they're a senior, they're graduating, so that's as serious as that's gonna get. And if they're like in 11th grade, 10th grade, it's a little bit more reasonable. 10th grade is more feasible or more realistic in my opinion, but some juniors, they're cool too. Like, it really depends on the person, because a senior could be serious, but they're still gonna graduate, in my opinion. So it's like, we could be super serious, but if you graduate and you live all the way in Kentucky, and I live in Virginia and be in Cali, like, when we gonna see each other? You gonna fly me out? I'm not gonna fly you out, but you know, we know. Like, I don't know. But other than that, keep a good head on your shoulders. Do not do things because you see other people doing them, especially when it comes to drinking. Do not be sitting here trying to binge drink and die. Sorry, that's really a light subject to talk on, but like, or heavy. I don't know how you say that. A heavy subject? Don't take drinking seriously. Freshman 15, it's not because of the food. It's because of drinking, honey. Like, yes, you will be drinking every weekend. Most weekends. And you just gotta, you know, work out. Well, I'm finna have to get in the gym. I work in the gym and I don't even work out, but I'm finna start. I never had to work out in my life. Like, I played sports growing up, and in high school I was in sports, cheer, track, and stuff like that, but nah. College is something serious. You really need to stay in shape, be healthy, live a healthy life. I'm an advocate for healthy living. But yeah, be careful who you're around. Always be on your guard. Respect yourself first, and always respect others, and just live. Like, don't feel pressured to be like this person because they're whatever. Be yourself. Because at the end of the day, people are going to love you for being you. They're going to know when you're they're gonna know when you're authentic and when you're being real, and they're gonna know when you're trying too hard and trying to be just trying to impress them. People don't like to. They like to be impressed, but they like to be impressed by your true self, not by this persona. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. This is my first YouTube video. I was gonna do a get ready with me, but maybe that'll be my next. Yeah, and for those college students looking for the perfect college to go to, like I said, don't be afraid of new beginnings. Don't be afraid to go to a school you don't know nobody at or nothing about, you know, like, do some research on the school and your major. Like, if you know what you want to do and you know what major you want to get into, look for a school that has a good program for your major. Number one, don't go to a school because of it's lit, or don't not go to a school because it's boring, because at the end of the day, you make your school what it is. The school doesn't have to throw events for it to be lit. You get lit with your friends, you know, like, being lit does not require anybody else other than you, for real. You and maybe a few people if you're trying to get lit. Litty bop. But yeah, signing off now. Sayonara, peace, love, happiness.